Hey, Tim here. It's been a while since I've created something cool out of clay, and I thought I would remedy that since I came up with some cool inspiration. Um, and I'll show you. This here is a tweet showing off a really cool Zelda statue with a light dragon in the back. Here's where that leads, and you can see it's pretty cool. While I am not willing to pay $485 for this, I also want to create something for myself. And so here's my idea. I like the dragon pose, and I want to use Zelda, the Amiibo, in the middle of the figure and have the light dragon coiling around here. Spoilers for the Tears of the Kingdom light dragon stuff ahead, I suppose. Or no, I think I already did that. Whatever. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I figured out yeah. Okay. There we go. Figured out what I want to do is take this scale of the dragon. So that's, I think, 26 inches long or 26 segments long, each an inch. And, have it wrap around the Zelda Amiibo. I will obviously have to unwrap her. So there's that. Anyway, so yeah, I took a look at some Zelda, some light dragon footage on my Switch, as well as some pictures online. But this actually was the most helpful, this cutscene video here that I recorded when I was playing, especially for the details of her face, because yeah, the eye, a really good detail on that. So here's what I have so far. I guess, here we go, see? So, pretty close. Slightly different coloring. I went with more of a gold and silver mix. It's kind of hard to see in this light. Should have done it in sunlight. But anyway, yeah. So I started out actually with these, I pre-baked these white eyes, but they were a little small. You can see that's a little small for my liking. And also I wanted to go with an actual clay rather than painted on eye. And so I made the eyeball purple and then used glow-in-the-dark clay for the two green layers there, mixed in with a little bit of green clay, tiny bit. Hopefully that won't prevent it from glowing. And then also pre-baked teeth in the mouth. So that was a really cool. Yeah, thank you, North of the Border, for those ideas. Another thing I think I got from him, maybe it wasn't, was this texture roller that I had made earlier. I think I was trying to help Shoshana, my daughter, with a dragon project, and she wanted some roll-on texture. So we did that, and that worked out pretty well for making the bumpiness. You can see, well, yeah, there's bumps. It's kind of a rough reptilian texture. Anyway, this is as far as I got today, and I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, we'll need some mane and horns and ears and fur, I guess. Dragons have fur. I guess this one does. Anyway, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this project. I ordered some thick armature wire, some thick aluminum wire to do the coiling. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do the mounting similar to that. I don't think I want that structure there, but we shall see. I would like it to be something you can place the Zelda Amiibo in, and it can kind of surround it. But yeah, that's a fun project. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, this is just really cool. Really cool idea. I love it. And just as they were inspired by the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I was inspired by them and Zelda. So I will, yeah, this is the 1/6 price. And then if you want the 1/4, it's even more. So, I mean, good luck to this guy selling it. I mean, it looks really high quality and amazing, but that would be kind of big for my house, my display case. I would prefer the Amiibo size anyway. So that's all for now. More to come. Well, hello. I finished. The good news is I finished. The bad news is I didn't record video while I was doing it. I was hoping to do that, but then I just was too excited to do the next thing. And so anyway, without further ado, here's what I made. There you go. Got the light dragon swirling up around Princess Zelda. Amiibo comes off, and you can see that the light dragon is holding up a little pedestal with the Triforce symbol for her to stand on. The one thing I would do differently, if I had to do it again, is I put wires in for each of the hands, but they were too short, and so when it came to putting the structure together for supporting that, I had to kind of jerry-rig it because the wires, I would, if I did it again, I would make the wires go all the way and attach to something here, and it would be much more sturdy. I would be able to have it more free-floating, whereas you can see, like this arm is kind of squished in. But overall, I'm very happy with the level of detail, how it all turned out, and how it fits together with the Zelda Amiibo, like that. I will show more of it at the end of the video. What I'm hoping to do is put together a slideshow of the pictures. I did take pictures of it as at different stages and different things I was doing. And if I could figure it out, I could do a voiceover of the slideshow and explain the process if you're interested in that. The other thing is at the end of the video, when I recorded just rotating around and zooming in at the end. Also, there are some glow-in-the-dark effects on here. The antlers and the spikes and the claws are all glow-in-the-dark, as well as this here is a mixture of white and glow clay with a little bit of sparkly gold mixed in, and so that turned out really well. I really like how it turned out. But and so anyway, the eyes and the fur and the top skin here and the spikes and antlers all glow in the dark, and so I show that off at the end of the video. And so yeah. Oh, the other thing is I was really happy with this and how it turned out, and I had a lot of fun. And it was a neat project, and I bought some materials that could be used for other projects, including, well, I just so happen to have the Ganondorf amiibo, and I guess spoilers for the final battle, the final phase of the final battle in Tears of the Kingdom. You ready? So there's another dragon, the demon dragon, and I was hoping I could just make this one. The demon dragon itself, compared to the light dragon, is like 4 times as large. Although what I would do, I think, is just scale it to the scale of the Ganondorf amiibo, so it'd be roughly the same size. And they could kind of sit side by side or symmetrical in my display cabinet. So that's the idea there. And yeah, so and if I do that, I will hope to record the process as I go along, and then figure out like how to edit, different clips or speed things up to make it more interesting. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Here is my Tears of the Kingdom Zelda and Light Dragon amiibo stand thing. Anyway. So here you can see some of the rolled on scaly texture. I used that roller I mentioned to apply that texture. It turned out pretty well. I really should have made the teeth glow in the dark, but didn't think of it at that stage. It would have looked really cool with the glow shots later, but maybe next time. There's the thickest armature wire I could find. It's then wrapped in aluminum foil. And there you see I'm trying to figure out, hey, will the spacing of the arms work for mounting it? I used orange clay there because I had a bunch of extra orange clay just left over from stuff. I bought like Sculpey samplers and never used the orange, I guess. And there's the kind of black mixed with, I think, gold. So it's got a little bit of a tint of gold, and then that helped blend this gold. It was just zigzagged little wormy dealies. That reminds me of a Butterfinger for some reason because it's got the orange and then the kind of chocolatey brown and the gold. I guess gold is like a fancy truffle maybe. But anyway, there's me putting the claws or the paw, yeah, the claws onto the pedestal I made. And then I baked the toothpicks there are just to hold it up while it's baking. Those are my pre-baked claws, and there you see I used a shot glass and some cardboard to hold it up in place while it was in the oven. You can see I mixed in some gold sparkly with the black, and it turned out good. That's kind of what I was going for. It's kind of matches the aesthetic there. And there you can see it's holding up Zelda nicely, and there is without. And the claws, it just all leaves room for the stand there. The back there, I rolled out sheets and then applied the texture. And then you can see the pre-baked spikes that I made. I just kind of chipped out. I refrigerated the clay, cut it into blocks, and then chipped out so it kind of looked like an obsidian look. And here you have the mane and the, I guess, beard partially applied, and then you can see I added in the antlers there. The beard isn't quite full there yet, but it's getting there. And you just see how there's just a bunch of wormy dealies all stuck on individually. And then the ears are kind of like lamb's ears. I had like white on one side and then the kind of the skin color there. And I just folded a triangle corner down, and there you go. The last thing I did was the eyelashes. Those are the most delicate thing. I didn't want them to break while I was working on it. So that's one more thing is those 3 dots of gold that you don't see here, but they're behind each of the limbs of the dragon on the white there, because I noticed there were some gold scales. I wanted to have that. And there you go.